Hey, it's Thea Daniels with R.A.W.Vlogcast, and I love talking with people who are real, authentic, and willing to share their passion. Tonight I am with Kat and Bob, and they just did an impromptu kind of spontaneous show here at the Lost Church in Santa Rosa. Drove up from LA, and we are talking about doing a train fest. That's the kind of stuff that they started creating.
That's the kind of stuff we're talking about.
Yes. So, what got you started with playing music? Who inspired you? And how did you guys meet each other?
Well, we both grew up being obsessed with music separately. Bob's from New Jersey. I'm from upstate New York. And I just my dad is very big music lover. So he, to this day, goes out 4 to 5 nights a week to see music. And there was always different kinds of music going on in my house. And I totally stumbled into playing music. Bob has a totally different story. He studied music. He went to school for it. He knew that he wanted that, followed that, and then we ended up meeting in Burlington, Vermont,
10 years ago.
Oh, so you guys kind of all got together around the same time. Josh, who I was talking to earlier.
Yeah, Josh, Bob, and I met around the same time. Bob actually was invited to be in our band as one of our first guitar players. We had 2 guitar players, and then he quit. He left the band.
I did after a few weeks, but I made my way back a few years later.
Yeah, and so he came back around.
Oh, well, good. That was a very good move on your part.
Yeah.
So you knew that you wanted to pursue music. What inspired you as a kid? We got from her that it was family.
Mm-hmm.
And for you?
For me, I think music has always just been about self-care.
Oh.
Yeah, I think music, it's the thing I'm going to do anyway, to just be okay in the world.
I love that.
So then at one point it becomes, can you do this and share it with other people or not? And it was not exactly the first thing I wanted to do, because it's being on stage wasn't exactly the thing I wanted to do, but it's the thing you learn how to do.
Mm-hmm. Right. If you're able to play it this well, you've got to be able to interact with even just being on the stage, maybe not the audience. She did a great job managing that.
She's tremendous at that.
And so how did you meet? What's the story behind how you guys all met and got together?
Yeah, well, so Bob went to school for music in Vermont. Josh went to school for music in Vermont. Mm-hmm. And I was touring through Vermont as a folk duo with my childhood best friend and ended up falling in love with someone that owned a venue and little restaurant there. Fast forward, getting married to that person, and then starting a residency just for fun at that venue every Thursday night, and we just said, let's do something really fun. I had wanted to explore parts of my voice I had never explored, so we said, let's do a soul night where we'll just go through this catalog of American soul music. And then I didn't really know a lot of people, but all the musicians that I did know from the scene really wanted to play with Bob, so they called Bob, and so I was introduced to Bob through, it was probably our keys player at the time, Shane Hardiman, who brought you in, because I don't know, did you know Josh at the time?
No, we met.
You met through this band too.
Through
yeah,
this.
So our former and first keys player, who was with us for many years, Shane Hardiman, was a roommate of Bob's and a dear friend for a long time. So we met through Shane, and Shane, recommended that Bob play in the band, and same with Josh and our former drummer. And so Shane was really the person that I knew from the venue that I owned with my ex, because he worked there and played there a lot. So it was Shane.
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys have just been creating music. You guys wrote one of these songs, or many of these songs together.
Them, yeah.
I love the Caterpillar song.
Thank you.
And okay, what story or what would you like to share, wrapping this up tonight, with the world about following your passion and doing what you love for a living and traveling the world?
You first.
Oh, me first?
Yeah.
I mean, it's what's the old self-care, but the old adage is if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Yes.
So, but I think I'll go another step further and say that there's a really great line in the Gillian Welch song about how, doesn't matter, basically, without quoting the song, doesn't matter the conditions, doesn't matter what's happening with this or that in the arts, we're going to do it anyway.
That's the magical thing about the arts.
And that a lot of that is self-care, and a lot of that is just, pure, following your joy.
Awesome.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm really exploring this idea of resonance a lot now lately in different ways, and I have found that before I even understood what that meant, and so like to resonate with something is like a concept that we understand, but when you think about it in terms of healing and connection and literally neuroscience, when we resonate with something, whether it's a conversation with someone where we feel really felt or seen or understood, or when we hear music that we feel like, oh my God, this is for me, I understand this, I needed this, that literally makes neurons in the brain grow from the prefrontal cortex to the amygdala. So like this idea of resonance like happens in all these different ways, but especially in art and music, and that's been my connection with it. And I realized recently, after doing like a lot of self-work, that like that's how I found music, and why I found music when I was young is because I needed resonance that I wasn't finding in the world and in my schools and in my family, and I was like looking everywhere for it and found it in music, and it literally helped me survive and let me know that I wasn't like completely alone and completely crazy and completely like disconnected, because it's this really powerful force. So this idea of resonance, I'm now coming to understand, is so much bigger than I ever thought. And music, like, I don't know, has always been my best friend, literally.
And music connects you with the world. You guys definitely connected with the audience tonight.
Thanks.
I know you're heading up to Portland. My brothers live up in Portland, and so they're going to know you're coming. I'm going to have them spread the word. How can we follow you guys?
Oh, we are on the internet if you ever go there. We have Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and it's all under my name, which is Cat Right with a K.
And Spotify.
And Spotify.
And all the
Spotify.
streaming.
And Apple Music.
All the streaming
and Tidal,
places.
and all the places you can find music, we're there.
And right, W-R.
W-R-I-G-H-T.
Awesome. Okay, so that's how you can find them. Do I get to publish this and share you guys with the world?
Please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Cool. Thank you guys so much.
Theas are always so
Safe
special.
travel.
Totally.
Theas
That-
are special.
Yeah.
You're a special
Yeah.
Thea.
All the Theas we
obviously.
know are magical.
Oh, good. I'm glad I get to be part of that.
You are.
All right, that's a wrap for tonight. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks so much.